All right, we're back. We're back in Beijing, and we're watching Jannik Sinner. He's taking on Marozsan. Not an easy match. We know how good Marozsan is and how difficult he is. But I'm more interested to see how Sinner looks after that first match. That first match, he was obviously trying things. He feels the need to try new things so he can get better. So that when he plays against Alcaraz next time, or just in general, so he can improve his game and not be too predictable. I guess that's what he fears, right? Let's see how he looks. Let's see if he drops shots as much as he did in the first match. If he serve and volleys a bit more. If he plays a little bit more unconventional. Marozsan, by the way, very, very awkward opponent. And has been a very awkward opponent to Alcaraz before, so we know that. Swiatek, she's playing in like 30 minutes, or after Navarro. So we've got some time. We'll do a double header, and then we've got Pegula Raducanu, and then the man with the silver hair is coming up later as well. Unlike NFL, tennis matches cannot finish with the score at 40-40. True. We're starting early with Menchik and Boisot retired. Wait, Swiatek's coming up? Wait, hang on, what? Oh, Boisot retired. Okay, Swiatek's coming up in 30 minutes. She's still coming up in 30 minutes. Damn. Yeah, Menchik retiring, that sucks. Like, I'm happy that Demonor won, but I don't... Menchik feels like he's young, right? His body is at this stage of the year is breaking down, but a lot of players are breaking down at this stage of the year. So that means the winner of this plays Demonor. Why? Why? No! I don't want to see that match. Get that match out of my face. I don't want to see it. We can't have it. Remember the Australian Open? It was a terrible, terrible time. I don't want to see it. Oh, let's go, Marozsan. Let's go, Marozsan. Come on, Marozsan. Let's go. Hey, maybe Sinner might try something new against Demonor and it won't work. And then Demonor will be good against... We can only pray. Oh, no. I didn't realize they were in the same section. Anyways. Menchik told Demon sorry for retiring. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, it's crazy. They played last week as well. They played twice in 2 weeks. In 2 different continents. Which is wild. But yeah. That's a shame. Menchik retiring. That is a shame. Oh, man. By the way, Chad, I'll tell you this much. Don't go to thrift stores on a Monday. Nothing there. I found a couple of movies, and that was it. Thrift stores on a Monday are empty. It's just nothing. And I should know better, because of course they're empty. Yeah, I was working on the Shanghai draw before, and then this happened. So I was like, I'm trying to get that draw done. I was hoping I could get it done before we get started, but that draw's going to come out after the Alcaraz match, I guess. I was trying to get it done, but I was thinking we had a little bit more time, so I could edit the thing. Well, it'll be out soon. Medi's Vera prediction. Pain. 3 hours. All right. Players should be out on court any moment. By the way, other matches going on right now. Doubles. And Kostyuk is beating Sasnovich. What's going on in Beijing? How's that looking now that we're starting to get to like the middle of it? What's that looking like over there? So Navarro versus Swiatek could be a 4th round. Andreeva has been cruising to this point. You got Zhang. Okay, top half of the draw is pretty okay. Mukova and Nissimova down the bottom. Gauff Bencic. Ooh. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. It's Tuesday already for Cam? No, it's Monday. It is Monday. 3 hour matches the North America morning, yeah. And it will take all morning. We know. We know how it goes. If player retires, bet money refund or not? Why are you asking me? I don't know. I don't... What do you think? I work for a betting company and that's why I'm live? Hello? That's a conspiracy theory and untrue. I do not work for the betting companies. I don't even know. So you're on your own. Call them. Call them. I'm just a random stranger on the internet. You might as well ask the guy on the train to work tomorrow because he probably knows as much as me. Happy coffee day? Hell yeah. Lucky I bought a double shot of espresso coffee. Iced latte. Has Marozsan got a chance? It depends if Sinner plays the way he did in that first round. If Sinner's in a creative mood, and Marozsan's playing well. We know Marozsan how good he can play, but Sinner should win. Marozsan should. I mean, it should be straight set. Sinner. Show us the latte. No, it's empty. How many games? I have no idea. No idea. Sinner won 12 out of 13 in the last hardcore quarterfinals, which is a cool stat. Yeah. That is a crazy stat. That's a crazy stat. I bet only for tournament outrights, only when I feel Kojika or Penko are feeling it. Okay. One more hour of Sunday in California. There you go. And then it's back to work. Monday, get back to work. Sinner for me in straight sets, okay. All right. Just waiting. So the reason why this is probably taking a little longer as well is because these players probably weren't ready to play yet. So the retirement of Menchik in the first set would have taken these guys by surprise. So that's why we're taking a while for us to get back. Or for them to get out on court. So yeah, that's what. If you just think of it, if you think of it from the players' point of view, they're probably looking at the scoring. Going, first set de Minaur. Okay, we'll start to practice. We'll start warming up a little bit. We'll do some stretches. Blah blah blah. They might even be eating because they thought, Menchik de Minaur is going to go for an hour or 2 hours, right? And then all of a sudden, at 5 games in, it ends. They're not going to be ready, are they? They're not going to be sitting, waiting, ready that early in the match beforehand, right? So that's why things take a little extra time when there's a retirement like that, because of those, because they probably weren't prepared to play. They probably weren't ready, but they will be. Only person that beat Sinner this year outside of Alcaraz is Bublik. It's crazy. If several players withdraw from Wuhan, can Eala make the main draw? Maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure what her plan is because she's playing next week or this week. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Lose your sense of taste or your memories? Taste. What's a big obsession with Eala? Well, most of the people that are asking about Eala are from the Philippines, so that's why. Because they're Filipino and they want to know what their players doing. All right. So we're just waiting for the players to walk out. We've also got Swiatek coming up in about 20 minutes. So she will start as well against Osorio. And then after that, I think match of the day. Well, one of the matches of the day. On the women's side, probably match of the day. Pegula, Raducanu. Match of the day, men's side, is probably Zverev versus Medvedev, right? But, yeah, match of the day for the ladies. I'm going with Pegula, Raducanu. And if you watch the preview, which, to be honest, nobody has. Yeah. Go watch the preview. I have a strange feeling Medvedev could wreck Zverev in straights. That would be interesting. That would be interesting. Would you rather... Yeah. What are these questions? I don't understand. Would you rather have the ability to change the past or the future? Past? How would you change the future? You don't know what the future is going to be. The ability to change the future? Like what? Like control what's going to happen? I don't know. That's a... Future? I don't know. What are these questions? Do I see concert DVDs? Or see the future? Ability to change the past or see the future? I don't know. What's that got to do with tennis? See the future. I feel like seeing the future would be better. Because what are you, like changing the past, what's that going to do? See the future would, at least you could do something about it now. Anyways, is that a tennis question? 3 ATP Canadian seeds at Shanghai. That's crazy. Do I see concert DVDs at thrifts? Sometimes. Well, they started because I haven't announced the match yet. They haven't. I'm just waiting. They're waiting for me. I'm waiting for you. You're here now. We can start. Let's go. By the way, did the guy ask how I have my eggs? I poach them because it's healthy. It's poached eggs or get out of my face. Kind of surprised that Novak's playing Shanghai. I'm not. I mean, he made the final last year, so it can keep his ranking, but also, remember, he's got to play the Six Kings Slam, so it kind of is on the way, or at least in the vicinity. Hey, Isabel, thank you for the 36 months, and thank you, Dutchie, for the 31 months. Appreciate that. Hey, Isabel, that's 3 years. 3 whole years. I'm not surprised he turned up, to be honest. Yeah. It makes sense because, like, last year he did the same thing. He played Shanghai, he played the Six Kings Slam, and then he disappeared. He'll play Greece at the end of the year, and that'll be the end of his season. But I'm not surprised he's playing Shanghai. I'm not super surprised. Three great years. Thanks, Cam. No worries. Thanks for sticking around. Google is not giving me a start hour. It's saying postponed. Yeah. It'll start. It's going to start soon. Would you rather have more time or more energy? Time. Easily. Tien or Musetti, who wins? I don't know. Alcaraz looks like a rock for the future. Yeah, he looks pretty solid, doesn't he? I love indoors. It looks great when watching stream. The lighting, angles, and sound. Cool. 3 years over here. Thanks, Cam. No worries. Dutchy, thanks for sticking around. All right. And players should be out on court soon. Because they wouldn't have been ready to play. Remember that. They would have been sitting around in the locker room or sitting around in the cafe and then all of a sudden announced being called up to play. Yesterday was my 21st birthday. I chugged a quart of chocolate milk. Hey, happy birthday and delicious. Why'd you... It's such a Gen Z thing to do. Well, you chugged a quarter of milk? Why don't you have some actual alcoholic shots? 21st birthday, I drank milk. Why? It was like alcoholic milk? Bailey's? It was a Bailey's. You mean Bailey's? Chocolate Bailey's milk. Was there beer in the milk? What did you like alcoholic milk, right? That's what it must have been, right? It's your birthday. Milk and vodka. Marijan's going to serve, by the way. They're just getting ready. They're just about to kick off. Swiatek's starting in about 15 minutes. Love how Sinner showed his motions in the last match. Yeah. But it was probably the worst I've seen Sinner play in a long time. Chocolate milk and vodka without the chocolate milk. Oh, so you just... Why'd you say milk then? Or you just being family friendly? Swiatek and Emma for the win. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. We should have a pretty good... hopefully a couple of good hours, you know. That Pagula Raducanu match, I think, is going to be really interesting. Sinner has definitely improved his serve. He's played one, he's played one match. Since when, though? Like, since the US Open or since forever? Because he's literally played one match since the US Open, so I don't know. What do you mean? I didn't know if I should discuss it. Oh, okay. So you didn't drink milk. That was just a guess. That was just a disguise. Sinner was very sloppy in the last round, to be honest, and he tried new things and didn't really work. Yeah. But he got away with it, so it doesn't matter if he tries new things and he wins. That's all that matters, right? If he lost, then that would have been terrible. They have played once before. Sinner won in 3 sets. It was last year in Hella. So that's interesting. I don't remember. We probably watched that match. I just can't remember. was more him being unfocused in the second set than trying new things. He missed his regular shots a lot there. Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? I mean, if in the first set you're testing out different things and it's not working, we all expect him to just like snap back into his normal mode, but maybe it's not that simple, And by the way, Atman's super dangerous. We saw that in Cincinnati, so maybe not. Maybe you shouldn't be trying things against that guy because he's got a crazy good serve, very dangerous guy, I don't get it. Why not allowed to discuss? Why does chugging meal mean is slang for something? No. Somebody said it was my 21st birthday. I was chugging chocolate milk, but they meant I was drinking alcohol, but they didn't want to bring it up because they didn't know if it was if we could talk about it. I don't know why I had to explain that, but okay. If Raducanu beats Pegula, she faces a tough Swiatek at the quarterfinals if Swiatek wins today. Yeah, but who cares? If she beats Pegula, that's a great win. All right, Marozsan to serve. I'm going Sinner. I'm going to go Sinner in straight sets, but close. Close straight sets. 15-love. I'm going to go close straight sets. Sinner returns long, 30-love. And Swiatek's match will begin shortly. All right, Marozsan, 30-love. First serve is a fault, second serve. Serve in the back of Sinner. Marozsan backhand to the back of the Sinner. Marozsan forehand to the back of the Sinner. Marozsan forehand again, the backhand of Sinner. Great shot, Sinner down the line. Marozsan gets it back. Sinner backhand again, the forehand of Marozsan. Sinner with a forehand into the forehand of Marozsan. Sinner goes down the line. Marozsan's there with a backhand. Sinner's backhand to the forehand of Marozsan. Into the forehand of Sinner. Marozsan forehand down the line. Sinner backhand goes off the tape. Marozsan comes in with a drop shot, but Sinner's going to get it and push it wide. 40-love. All right. Strange rally. 40-love. Marozsan. As with a fault, second serve. As Marozsan wins the game, 1-love. All right. All right. 1-love Marozsan. Pardon me. All right. Let's see how Sinner serves today. All right. Sinner serves an ace. 15 love. Love. A fault from Sinner, second serve. The return goes forehand to Sinner. Marozsan goes the backhand to Sinner. Marozsan forehand to the forehand again of Sinner. Marozsan again with the forehand to forehand with Sinner. And Sinner goes to the backhand of Marozsan. There's another backhand to backhand rally, and Sinner eventually hits it out. It's weird seeing Sinner not win the rallies. That's what's so strange the last couple of matches. Seeing him just not be consistent. I don't even know. It's weird. All right, good serve there from Sinner, 30-15. 30-15. He hasn't been as rock solid and dominating in rallies as he usually is. All right. Usually he never misses. You know, it's one thing if he gets overpowered, but most of the time, on the hard courts in the last 2 years, he doesn't miss. He doesn't make errors. And the making errors part is strange. As the return goes into the backhand of Sinner, backhand of Marozsan sliced. Into the forehand of Sinner as Marozsan forehand again. The forehand of Sinner, it's a drop shot. Marozsan's going to get there with the slice in the net, though. 40-15. That was, by the way, not a good drop shot. Again, lots of height. Very obviously a drop shot. Marozsan got there with time to spare and just made a terrible error. But, I mean, yeah, Marozsan got there to get there with an easy slice backhand. Sinner's drop shots they're not good. There's no disguise. Placement's horrible. His drop shots are bad, but he gets away with it because he can defend, I guess. But yeah, Sinner's drop shots are not like that. There is a lot of work that needs to go into them if he's going to use that shot effectively in the future. He needs a lot more practice with it, which is what he's doing here. Let's get the Swiatek match started as well because she is about to kick off as well against Osorio. All right, welcome. We've got a doubleheader going on. We've got Sinner on one court. We've got Swiatek on the other. The top seeds in both this Beijing tournament for the ladies and the men. Swiatek's been put on court number 2. Sinner's playing on center court. Swiatek taking on Osorio. And Sinner's taking on Marozsan. Love 15. As the backhand return goes in from Sinner. Down the line from Sinner goes long, and it's 15-0. This is exactly why he needs practice. Yeah, but I guess, but also I don't know. They're just real. I mean, that was, by the way, sorry, that went in by Sinner. I thought that was long. Marozsan hits it out now. It's love 40. I thought Sinner hit the backhand long, but he must have hit the line. All right, love 40. But yeah, Sinner's drop shots are I didn't realize that. I thought they were better. But he's just not hitting them very well. But it doesn't matter. He's still winning at the moment. Love 40. And Marozsan forehand to the forehand of Sinner.
The backhand of Marozsan is Sinner with a forehand inside out. Marozsan puts up a lob. And Sinner with a smash. Marozsan gets it back. Then Sinner goes down the line with the backhand, but it's long. And we get to 15-40. Still break point for Sinner. And Sinner serves a fault. Second serve. They were great at the French Open and Wimbledon. I don't remember him drop shotting that much at Wimbledon. And his backhand return, the backhand of Marozsan. Marozsan hits a wide, and Sinner gets the break. Sinner with the break. 2-1. Sinner. I also feel it's kind of obvious when he's going to hit a drop shot and it kind of sits up a lot. Well, that's it. So what makes a great drop shot? Some of the things that make a great drop shot, disguise, court positioning is a huge one. So you can hit a drop shot like that if the other guy's, way back behind the baseline, you might get away with it. But you gotta set the shot up. So you can't just hit a drop shot. Your opponent, and also it depends on who you're playing, right? If you're playing someone who's fast, then you have to be even better, right? And Marozsan's not the quickest guy, but it's just not natural for him to hit those shots. Disguise is very important, exactly. And he kind of you can tell. As soon as he hits a drop shot, it's coming. Like, you can tell. You can see that he changes his racket. Like, the grip change is obvious. And then he also gives the ball a little bit too much height, which defeats the drop shot if it gets too deep in the court. So, yeah, there's just a lot of work needed on these shots. Because if he does them against Alcaraz, he'll win 0 points. Because Alcaraz will just run to those and put them away. So there's a lot of improvement on the drop shot in general. There's a lot of things he needs to do better. If he's going to bring that into his weapons. If he's going to use that, And the return goes back into Sinner. Back in now from Marozsan. To the back of Sinner. Sinner in the net. Love 15. But see, I think the more alarming thing, it's not so much that he's trying different things, right? I think the alarming thing we've seen in the last match, and a little bit now, is how many errors he's hitting. Like on the routine shots that he wasn't missing, right? The thing that got him to number one wasn't his variety, and it was that he did everything so well, right? He never missed a ball. And it was his consistency. It wasn't like the flashiest game, and it didn't have it was pretty predictable, right? He had a predictable style, but he did it so well and at such a high level, and it was almost like perfection, right? He played every shot as perfect as you could. That's what got him to where he was. And I get he feels like his game is too predictable and other players are going to start to figure him out and he doesn't want that. But not many players, only one player's consistently figured him out. And if he loses that consistency and that level because he wants to add a couple of drop shots, and he wants to do some serve volleys, it's like, I don't know. But then again, if you want to win slams, you have to go through Alcaraz. So it's a tricky one. You might be able to beat 99 players out of 100, but you can't beat that one that you need to win the slams, you know. Trying to overcorrect his game. Look, one match in 3 games is so hard to... We can't bait... Look, the first match he played might have been because he hadn't played for a month or like for 3 weeks, right? He might have been rusty in that first round. You know, we don't know. He was playing pretty damn good up until the Alcaraz final. But then again, Alcaraz beat him, right? It wasn't like Sinner played a bad final in America. He got beaten by a guy who was playing crazy, you know. 40-15. Sinner to go to 3-1. Sinner 40-15. All right. Swiatek and Osorio about to start. I'm going to go Swiatek in straights. But let's see what Iga can do. As that goes out by Sinner, 40-30. Sinner to go up 3-1. All right, Swiatek. Lose the first point, 15 love. 15 love. Osorio wins the first point. And Sinner comes in with a forehand. Puts it away. 3-1. 3-1. All right, 3-1. Swiatek wins the second point here, 15-0. Oh, what a return from Sinner. What an angle. All right, love 15. $15.30 Swiatek as she looks to get the break in the first game. Double fault by Marozsan, love 30. All right, first serve the fault by Osorio, second serve. Double fault Osorio. Swiatek's got break points, 15-40. As Marozsan forehand off the tape. Into the corner Sinner, who hits it wide. 15-30. 15-30. As Osorio forehand to the corner, Swiatek backhand now from Osorio. And Swiatek in the net with the backhand. It's 30-40. All right, Sinner with a chance now to get a double break. 15-40. Marozsan hit it wide. $15.40. Also 30-40 as Osorio survives, gets the deuce. And Sinner, here comes the net, wins the point. And he's up 4-1 with a double break. So again, if he wins, who cares? You know, If he wins, then it doesn't matter. All right. Deuce in the first game of the ladies' match as Swiatek with a 4 on the stretch. But it goes out by Osorio. All right, advantage Swiatek. Advantage Swiatek. As Osorio hits it out, Swiatek takes the break. First game of the match. All right. All right. Swiatek with the break. Listen to you while I can't sleep in USA. Fair enough. All right. All right. Sinner 4-1. Double break. And Marozsan comes in and puts it away. Love 15. Love 15. Sinner serves again. Need a fault, second serve. And a double fault Sinner. All right. Love 30. Love 30. Marozsan to get one of these breaks back. Love 30. Sinner comes to the net, puts it away. 15-30. All right, 15-30. Serve again from Sinner. There's a fault. Second serve. By the way, love 40. Chance for Osorio to get back on serve straight away. There's that winner there from Sinner, 30-0. Well, 40, Swiatek with a fault, second serve. Second serve, Swiatek. As the backhand return goes in back, and Swiatek backhand now from Osorio goes long, 15-40. One saved. 15-40. Swiatek serves again. Another fault, second serve. Swiatek saves 2, by the way. 30-40. And Sinner serves to go to 5-1. Serves an ace. All right. 5-1 Sinner. It's crazy how like 20 seconds ago we're talking about how Sinner was struggling. What do you mean struggling? It's 5-1 up. Everything's fine. All right. Five-one Sinner. Swiatek's still in a break point, by the way. 30-40. She comes in with a forehand winner, and Swiatek survives. We get to deuce. All right. Marozsan serving to stay in the set. Love 15. Also Swiatek with their first ace of the day. Advantage Swiatek to go to 2 love. And Sinner with love 30. Love 30 Sinner. As we get a backhand from Sinner down the line. Marozsan forehand in the net. Love 40 Sinner. Love 40. As Marozsan serves a fault. Second serve. Sinner returns into the forehand of Marozsan. Sinner with a forehand wide. And it's 15-40. Set point number 2. As Marozsan backhand, the backhand of Sinner on the stretch. Marozsan, oh, he let it go in. Why did he not hit it? That was in by a mile. I don't know why Marozsan just left that. It was horrible. Horrible from Marozsan. All right. Sinner takes the set 6-1. Cool. So that's why we need to wait for Sinner to play like at least 10 matches before we start talking about how he looks. Because he looks fine now. Okay. Eight winners, 6 errors by Sinner. 2 winners and 9 errors by Marozsan. 3 double faults included. Swiatek, by the way, she goes up 2 love. Easy holds, or easy games by Sinner on serve as well. Was only broken the one time. All right. All right, Swiatek 2 love. And love 15. We've got Raducanu taking on Pegula after the Swiatek match. And then later tonight we have Carlos Alcaraz taking on Casper Ruud, which is a very big clash for the for Rude especially. All right, nice serve Osorio, 15-30. All right, Sinner, first set, 6-1. Super simple. All right, Swiatek backhand. Into the backhand of Osorio. Backhand from Swiatek to the backhand of Osorio. Osorio hits wide. And it's 15-40. Swiatek for the double break. Now Sinner overhits the forehand after a long rally. Love 15. All right. Swiatek for a double break. As with a forehand rally. Now down the line from Swiatek. Back in on the stretch from Osorio. And it goes long. 3-love Swiatek. Swiatek. Cruising. All right. All right, 15-0. All right. How is Jannik playing today? He's playing better. Definitely playing better than Atman, than he did against Atman. Still not convinced by these drop shots, though. There's still a lot of... still need to be a lot better. But he's only tried one. So we got to keep an eye on it. If that's one of the reasons, and obviously you're not going to drop shot every game, right? Otherwise, if you drop shot all the time, then it's not a surprise, right? So yeah. Do you think anyone can beat Alcaraz if he continues playing like this? No. No. I don't think... it's funny because, like... we've been saying this... like, it's been said from, like... I've been saying this since last year, right? If Alcaraz has Sinner's consistency, nobody beats Alcaraz. The only thing Alcaraz... and when I mean consistency, I mean during matches. Not saying he's not consistent, week in, week out, but during matches, if he stays, his level is higher than anybody else. We knew that. Well, we should know that, right? Peak Alcaraz is unbeatable. Good serving Sinner, 40-30. Maybe I'm missing something. I'm trying to think who beats Alcaraz at the level that he's been showing the last couple of tournaments. When Alcaraz is playing at that level, what chance does anybody have? Sinner holds one love. Because I'm like, it doesn't matter if you have a big serve. It doesn't matter. I mean, nobody hits the ball harder than him right now, right? So, I mean, even if you hit the ball hard, good luck. It's not going to work. Not even a brick wall, like a Djokovic or a Demon or a brick wall would be enough because Alcaraz is consistent. He doesn't miss. So, yeah. I mean, there's just no one has shown how to beat that guy or how to compete against that guy. Fritz beat Alcaraz, yes, but Alcaraz definitely wasn't the same guy as he was yesterday or in the final of the US Open, right? So the level that Alcaraz showed against Fritz was not the level that Alcaraz has been showing, right? Fritz played great, by the way, and hopefully we get a rematch, but I don't see anybody beating that Alcaraz. Like, if Alcaraz plays like that, nobody beats him. It's just whether or not he can play like that. You know, that's what he's going to show, right? If he can play like that for a long time, he'll be number one for a long time. And he's already forcing Sinner to have to change, like, second guess. Sinner's been untouchable for months, like for what? Nearly 2 years, right? This time 2 years ago, Sinner started to become this guy, right? But he's even making that, like, Alcaraz even making that guy second guess whether or not he's good. You're like, why? How? Sinner's been, like, unstoppable bar Alcaraz, right? Except for Alcaraz. Yet Alcaraz's game is even making him question whether or not he can play, that well. Draper would be interesting to play Alcaraz, but also Draper hasn't played this version. This version of Alcaraz is the post-Wimbledon version. Crazy good. Draper hasn't played him. Draper played Alcaraz on a hard court back in March. It's a different guy. All right, 30-15. By the way, Swiatek at a 40-30. As that goes out. Nope, it's a double fault Swiatek. Deuce. If you're Carlos's coach, what elements of his game would you like for him to improve? I mean, you'd have to be pretty happy. I mean, there's not too much that you could pick apart in his game at the moment. I mean, all right. 40-15. There's a bit of fault from Marozsan. Second serve. Just level this second set. Swiatek comes to the net with a backhand volley. Lobbed by Osorio, but Swiatek puts away the smash. Advantage Swiatek. You know what I would be very interested to see? And I don't know how you would do this and if anybody's game enough to do it. But, like, nobody's tried to make Alcaraz angry. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, because he's such a great, nice person, right? Everyone's so friendly, and everyone loves him, and he loves everybody, and like. But I wonder if like a strat would be, I don't know how you would do it. Yeah, how do you make him angry? I don't know, but like, what if you got him pissed off? Would that work? I don't know. We haven't seen it. I don't know how you would do it. Like, maybe it makes it worse. Maybe he gets better. You know what I mean? Like. Make him angry. How do you make Alcaraz angry? Because then maybe he gets annoyed. How do you annoy him though? Like nobody's tried to do that because everybody's so nice and respectful, and as they should be because Alcaraz is a nice guy. Like what could you do, or how could you even? Why would you even try and do that? like Tsitsipas when he smacked the ball at Alcaraz that one time in that match that I can't remember. Like it was like. Monte Carlo or Madrid, or was it, or Miami maybe? I can't remember. But like, if somebody could just, maybe that's something you could try. Try and get him angry. I don't know, but how do you do that? You know, how do you do that? Oh, it was Barcelona. It was in Barcelona, yeah. And look, it might be a bad idea because he might get better if he's angry, right? Like Djokovic, right? You piss him off, it's a bad thing. But then again, maybe he gets a little annoyed and then he loses focus because he's angry. I don't know. We haven't seen that though. I don't know how you would do that, and I don't know where you would start to do that, but maybe you try some like gamesmanship. Maybe you like do some stalling tactics, right? I don't know. I don't know how you would do it. I don't know if it would work. I don't, but it's something that no one has attempted. Hey, look, if this guy's unstoppable, you got to try something like that. I'll tell you who could do it though. Maybe Runa. But then Runa and Alcaraz get along so well, so I don't know if Runa... I feel like Runa's the type of guy that would do it, though. He would try it. He would try somehow to get Alcaraz angry. I don't know. Again, I don't know how you would do it, though. But it's something that, like... I mean, you're not going to beat him by playing tennis against him, right? You're going to have to beat him by somehow getting in his head, somehow maybe trying to, piss him off somehow. I don't know how you do it, though. I don't know how you would do it. But, and it doesn't even know if it's going to work, right? I mean, Alcaraz might just be like, I don't get bothered by this, right? We need like a Stepanek, right? Like Radek Stepanek, who used to come in and just piss people off. Or like, Russell. Remember how Russell pissed off Nadal? Like that sort of guy? Like someone like that. Or a Soderling. You need someone like that who's just like... Who just is going to be... Is going to... I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know how they do it. But like that's I mean, that's what we're coming to, right? We're coming to psychological games at this point. And that might not even work. By the way, tomorrow, Sinner's playing De Minaur in the afternoon, which is about this time tomorrow. Swiatek is not playing tomorrow. All right, Sinner's 2-1. Swiatek, by the way, 5-love. 5-0. Mute might try. I mean, yeah, maybe Mute. But yeah, you know what I'm getting at though, like. Because, like, if Alcaraz is playing well, no one's beating him. No one's going to beat him at that level, right? So you're going to have to do something different or place... I don't know. Somehow, you got to get under his skin. Somehow. And I don't even know if that's possible. But if it is possible, are people going to have the balls to do it? Because you gotta have to, like, it's like, oh well, I could do this and it will really annoy him, but I also don't want to. I like him, like that. Like Alcaraz is Mr. Nice Guy, right? Everybody loves Alcaraz. I don't know. It's just like it's the only thing we haven't seen, right? We haven't seen anyone try that. So like that's why I'm like, it might not work, but it also might be worth a try, especially if you feel like, well, I can't beat him with ground strokes, so I might as well try and get in his head. However they do that, however that is, I don't know, but something to think about. And you always accept the fact that at the end of the day, it's just a game, life moves on. True. Anyways, 15 love, as Marozsan tries to level the second. 30 love. Kiki's water bottle's over. Yeah, it's almost, and that's the thing. Like you need to like. I mean, you don't want to see disrespect between players, but who's the player that's going to like not respect Alcaraz and then show? Like they're going to take a lot of shit from his fans and the people in tennis because people are going to be angry that he's not. That whoever tries this or does this against Alcaraz is going to be seen as the bad guy. So it's somebody who's going to have to like accept that they're not going to be liked by doing whatever they do. But like they almost need to like disrespect him. I don't even know how they would, though. Like, I know Alcaraz is your idol, but I would not say he is unbeatable. I can't read. But Alcaraz is unbeatable. Besides losing to Fritz at the Laver Cup. Osoro did an underarm serve. Gone off with a medical timeout. Wake up. Yeah, she's having a medical timeout. It's 5-love. Yeah, Kyrgios. Nick Kyrgios. We need a Nick Kyrgios type. But he would not Kyrgios. I don't think Kyrgios right now because he's not 100%. But somebody who's got that Nick Kyrgios type of style. Like that, like again, like that's how Kyrgios beat Nadal and Djokovic, by playing that kind of like, I don't care who you are kind of thing, you know, like I'm not scared of you, and you know, I don't care what you've done, right? Your achievements are nothing to me. So yeah, but I don't know if there's anyone like that. I don't think there's anyone like that. All right. I love 30. Chance for Marozsan to break here as that goes out on the return from Marozsan, 15-30. Maybe like underarm serves. Yeah, maybe. Just anything that would, like stalling, like making Alcaraz wait to serve. Like, just like there's a lot of little gamesmanship things that they could try. Again, it's worth a shot, right? But again, who's going to do it, and will they do it? You know, are they game enough? 15-30. And Sinner serves the backhand of Marozsan. Forehand now from Sinner to the forehand of Marozsan. Sinner with the backhand. As we get another forehand from Sinner. Marozsan goes again, the backhand of Sinner, the backhand of Marozsan. Sinner with a forehand. Winner down the line. Beautiful shot, Sinner. 30 all. 30 all. All right. 5-love Swiatek. Osoro just had a medical timeout. You know who I would really want to see play Alcaraz right now and in the next couple of weeks? Shelton. A healthy Shelton. Not that Shelton would be disrespectful to Carlos, but I don't think he would fear Carlos. Plus, he'd also back himself with his big serve and his big game against Alcaraz. So I'd really be keen to see Shelton. I don't think Shelton will beat Alcaraz, especially if Alcaraz plays anywhere near the way he's played. But I really think that is something that I want to see. Because I don't really want to see any... I mean, look, yeah, we want the rematch with Alcaraz and Fritz just to see if, you know, what happened in the Laver Cup happens anymore. But I think the only guy that because, you know, no more Draper. Draper's gone for the year, right? The only guy in the top 10 that I want to see play Alcaraz is Shelton. If Draper was still around, I'd say Draper and Alcaraz. I'd love to see that match as well. But the only guy I really want to see play Alcaraz now is Shelton. Because he has got the firepower that could make it interesting. But again, is that enough? We've seen players with big serves not really do much anyway. I don't know. So I want to see Shelton Alcaraz. It's like either, well, it's going to be on the indoor courts, right? Because unless they play in Shanghai next week, which I don't think they will until the final, which is unlikely, I would love to see them play before the end of the year. Because that could be interesting. But again, if Alcaraz plays the way he's been playing, I don't see how Shelton wins. But I would love to see Shelton have a healthy Shelton play. Battle that, take on Alcaraz and see how he goes. All right, Swiatek 30-15. 2 points away from a bagel. All right, Sinner as well, 3-2 in the second. In my opinion, if Alcaraz gets angry, he'll be sharper and match will be over. But that's what you want to happen. You hope that happens, but that doesn't happen to everybody. Again, when do we see Alcaraz angry? So if Alcaraz gets angry, he might, again, no idea because we've never seen it. But if Alcaraz gets angry, there's a chance that he might overplay. He might be too aggressive, because he's pissed off. He's trying to do too much, We don't know, though, because we've never seen it. But everybody hopes that their favorite player, when they get angry, would play better. But that doesn't always happen. Sometimes when people get angry, they play silly. They do stupid things. They get tilted, right? They make mistakes because they're not thinking straight. That's what I'm getting at with somehow trying to make Alcaraz angry, or at least trying to get in his head. You would hope that if Alcaraz got angry, he would get better, but it doesn't always happen that way, which is why I'm saying, hey, whoever it is, whoever's out there and can figure it out and how to do it, try it and see what happens. And if it works, more people are going to... There's going to be a chink in the armor. There's something. And it can't be just when Alcaraz is not playing well or not interested, right? There's always going to be something that someone's going to figure out how to do something. Anyways, Osorio cannot break. We'll get the deuce. All right, deuce. Swiatek serves again. But we'll see. Maybe there's another way, a tactical way that you can beat Alcaraz, but I don't see it. At the moment, I don't see it. As that goes out by Swiatek. No, it goes in by Swiatek down the line. All right, advantage Swiatek to take the first set. Beautiful forehand winner. Advantage Swiatek. Serve to the front of Osorio. Back in Swiatek. Osorio slice. Goes wide, and Swiatek takes the first 6 love. Nice work from Swiatek. Carlos is like Nadal. He plays his best tennis when he's angry. Again, we don't know that. Give me an example of when... Okay. Give me an example when Alcaraz has been pissed off and angry and he's played better than ever before. Because I haven't seen... I don't know. Maybe I missed one. I feel like Alcaraz's best tennis is when he's playing... having fun. And he's kind of carefree. I haven't seen Alcaraz play angry enough to know if it's better or worse than his best. But I don't... Again, I don't... Give me an example of when he's played angry and played his best. Because maybe I missed it. We saw him at the Olympics. He was mainly faulted himself. Well, yeah. Well, that's... Yeah. US Open final? You think Alcaraz was angry in the US Open final? There's a reason why Carlos is called the smiling assassin. Exactly. He's happy. He plays his best tennis when he's happy. Please move on. Oh, Polo. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry we're not talking about what you want to talk about. What do you want to talk about? 3-3. 17th bagel for Swiatek this year. Wild. Enough of Carlos? Oh, fine. Fine. I don't want to talk about the best player on the planet anyway. Love 15. I don't want to talk about the best player in the world anyway. Who cares? Love. 6 love Swiatek, by the way. Very quick set. All right. Sinner love 15. With a backhand rally. Marozsan backhand down the line to the forehand of Sinner. Sinner shanks it and it's love 30. Love 30. If you don't want to talk about Alcaraz, then come back later when we watch him. I'm going to talk about whoever I want to talk about. Whatever I want to talk about, all right? I'm talking about Alcaraz because I want to talk about Alcaraz. Come back and watch Raducanu in like an hour. I love 30. That goes net by Marozsan, 15-30. Sinner's trolling? How? I love 30 Swiatek, by the way. Watching for Riyadh. Hey, what's up? As we double fault from Osorio, love 40. Osorio retires. Swiatek wins. Swiatek gets the win. Osorio unable to continue. I think she's got like a right like abdominal strain. So she's really struggling to serve. So that's a shame. Swiatek wins. She'll play Navarro in a couple of days. That's a shame. A lot of players retiring today. 3 retirements today already. Man, that's a shame. But Swiatek will take on Navarro in a couple of days. Sinner, by the way, lovely lob. Great defense from Sinner. 30 all. Great lob. All right, 30 all. Sinner serves again. Serve an ace down the tee. That's more like it. And it's 40-30. All right, we're going to merge the streams in a second just to make it easier for me. And then we've got Raducanu Pegula coming up pretty soon as well. After this, hopefully Sinner's match is done before they start. 40-30. All right, Swiatek will take on Navarro in a couple of days. As Sinner holds 4-3. All right, if you want to keep watching the Sinner match, jump on over. If you want to keep talking about Alcaraz, jump on over. I'm not done yet. But Swiatek wins straight sets. Unfortunately, Osorio got injured and had to retire. But Swiatek into the 4th round of Beijing. All right. All right. Swiatek gets the win. And now Raducanu will take on Pegula. We're just going to wait for that match to begin. By the way, Fritz and Brooksby are about to start as well. So we'll keep an eye on that as well. All right. Sinner. 4-3 in the second. Match of the day will be Raducanu Pegula. I think on the women's side, yeah. I think on the women's side, it's definitely match of the day for me. On the men's side, I think maybe Zverev Medvedev's the match of the day. All right, Marozsan to serve 4-3. Sinner in the second. All right. Love 15. Sinner wins the first point. Love 15. As that goes down the line and wide by Marozsan. Love 30. Love 30. By the way, chat, we're almost at 200 likes. Please like the videos. It shows me that you care. Also, it tells YouTube that you care, and then more people can find the streams and blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, don't forget to like the videos. Because it also tells me that you want to watch Sinner more. Not that we're not going to watch him, but if you like Sinner, then like the video. I love 40 Sinner. As Marozsan saves one with an ace. 15-40. Still break point here for Sinner to break and serve for the match. Marozsan serves the fault. Second serve. And Sinner return goes long. 30-40. As a forehand from Sinner. Marozsan slice. Into the forehand of Sinner as Marozsan back in on the stretch. Sinner with a forehand cross court. Marozsan gets it. Sinner forehand again. It's a drop shot. Marozsan's going to get this one. And hit a winner. Great pickup by Marozsan. Sinner's on the ground. Oh, and he just kind of banged his arm on the ground too, Sinner. He's okay. But yeah, Sinner kind of like slipped and like knocked his arm on the way down. Wasn't a bad drop shot by Sinner. Marozsan was just too quick. Yeah, he sort of like, he went like this, and then his elbow like smacked on the ground, which is the arm that he's got the sleeve on. Ouch. That doesn't tickle. All right, deuce. That was a great pickup by Marozsan. All right, deuce. Serving the back and Sinner, back into Marozsan. Sinner backhand, again the back of Marozsan. Into the back of Sinner. Marozsan forehand goes wide. Sinner gets to advantage. Another break point. All right. Advantage Sinner. All right, Sinner backhand, just missed. And we get the deuce. All right, Marozsan trying to survive. Deuce. And a good serve, Marozsan, advantage. Advantage Marozsan. As he serves a fault. Second serve to the forehand of Sinner. Marozsan backhand. Into the forehand of Sinner. Marozsan backhand again. The forehand of Sinner. Sinner in the net. And it's 4-all. Good hold by Marozsan. Oh, man. All right. 4-4. Sinner serves an ace. 15 love. Pretty dead broadcast. Cool, bro. You're here. 15 love. Fritz game just started? Yeah. He just played the first game, I think. 15 love. First serve is a fault, second serve. $15 love. There's been a 4 on the stretch from Sinner in the net. 15-all. 15-all. There's been a serve again from Sinner. Ugh. All right, first serve is a fault, second serve. All right, 15-all. Sinner with a forehand down the line. Into the backhand of Marozsan. Sinner with the backhand. Into the forehand of Marozsan. And Sinner with the backhand again. Marozsan gets it back into the backhand of Sinner. And Sinner hits it out. 15-30. Sinner serves again. A fault. Second serve. As that goes out by Marozsan on the return. It's 30-all. Sinner serves a fault, second serve. Return goes to forehand of Sinner. Forehand now from Marozsan. Sinner with the backhand on the stretch. Marozsan gets it back. Into the backhand of Sinner. Marozsan again to the backhand of Sinner. Marozsan backhand again to the backhand of Sinner. Marozsan goes to the backhand again of Sinner. Marozsan with a slice on the stretch. Sinner cross court, goes wide. 30-40, Marozsan to break. Marozsan to get the break and serve at the second. $30-40. Good serve from Sinner. And he gets the deuce. All right, Sinner gets the deuce. As the return goes forward to Sinner. 4 now from Marozsan's a winner. Great shot, Marozsan. All right, advantage Marozsan to break and serve for the set. All right. Sinner serves a fault second serve. Serving to the back end of Marozsan. Back end of Sinner. As Marozsan comes to the net. Sinner with a pass. Marozsan volleys it away. Okay. Marozsan wakes up and he's going to serve for the second. All right. Marozsan takes the break in the second. Now let's get this Raducanu match started because they're about to get on court. Pegula Raducanu. By the way, Raducanu, if you look at her results recently, she's only been losing to either the players who win the tournament she loses at or like top 15 ranked players. So she's been playing very, very well. She's due for a win against one of these big names. All right. What's going on? Welcome. Pegula versus Raducanu. They played some bangers over the last couple of years. And this could be an interesting one. We also got Sinner playing, and he's in trouble, which is weird. He is struggling. All right. Let's see. Let's see if Marozsan can win the second. Pegula versus Emma game will be exciting. Emma will not budge. Oh, yeah. For sure. All right, Marozsan forehand. Goes long. Love 15. Love 15. As Marozsan comes in and puts a forehand long. Stupid shot. Didn't have to hit it that hard. Love for 30. Chance for Sinner to break back. Love 30. As Marozsan serves a fault. Second serve. Sinner returns into the forehand Marozsan. And Sinner forehand again, the forehand Marozsan. Sinner with a backhand pass. Marozsan backhand in the net. Love 40. Marozsan in big trouble to give the break back. Yeah, Marozsan, sloppy game. All right, Marozsan hits it in the net. We're back on serve. All right, 5-all. Sinner breaks back like it wasn't even, nothing even happened. Shocking game by Marozsan. All right. Sinner to serve to get the lead back. All right. $15 love. All right, 30 love. Nice serve again from Sinner. As Marozsan hits a return winner, 30-15. All right, 30-15. Sinner serves again. A fault, second serve. Alcaraz is playing in like a couple hours. All right, 30-15. The return from Marozsan goes out, 40-15. 40-15. As Marozsan returns short, and Sinner goes straight at Marozsan. He hits it long, and it's 6-5 Sinner. Marozsan's going to serve to stay in the match. Love Pegula, personality cool, no drama, and she's a great player. There you go. All right. Boy, Fritz is trying to get the break against Brooksby. He is 3-2. By the way, a lot of people rocking up for Raducanu Pegula. Love that. That is a smart crowd right there. They know. They know this is the match to be. The match to be at. I love Emma because she's my wife. Good one. 6-5. Sinner. Sinner. All right. Emma's going to win straight sets, hopefully. Okay. Although it's been a tough match for Emma, she's on fire in top form. I will think Emma will win this one. Yeah, I picked Emma in the preview in 3. I feel like she's due for a big win. As that goes out by Marozsan on the forehand, love 15. And we'll talk more about this in the next, when we watch Raducanu Pegula properly. But yeah, Raducanu has only been losing to top quality players in recent matches or recent tournaments. Like the worst loss she's had this year was back in February. But since then, since like Indian Wells, she's only been really losing to high quality players, which is super impressive. Love 30. Sinner to win the second and to get this match done. That goes wide by Marozsan. It's love 40. Sinner to take the win. Not pretty. Second set was ugly, but again, a win's a win. Back here, return to the forehand of Marozsan. Backing it from Sinner to the forehand of Marozsan. Sinner with the forehand again. The forehand of Marozsan. Sinner forehand. Again to the Marozsan forehand. Sinner goes again to the forehand of Marozsan. Sinner with the backhand cross court. Marozsan's got it. But hits it in the net. There it is. Sinner wins. 7-5 in the second. Ugly second set. But Sinner gets it done. He gets it done in straight sets. And he'll take on De Minaur tomorrow. Yay. Yay. I'm so happy for that match. Can't wait. I might be busy tomorrow, just saying. I might be out tomorrow. I might not be around tomorrow. Just saying. Tomorrow I might be busy. I'm just saying. All right. Sinner wins. Sinner gets the dub. Wasn't a pretty second set though. Marozsan was shocking at the end of that match. He was like, once he got the break, he just fell off. Those last 3 games from Marozsan were horrible. But yeah. But look, Sinner wins. That's all that matters, right? Maybe it will be different. Maybe. All right. Jump on over if you want to keep watching the women's match between Pegula and Raducanu. Should be a very interesting match. They haven't come out on court yet, so we haven't even started. But jump on over if you want to keep watching that one. But Sinner wins. 6-1, 7-5. And he will play De Minaur in the semis tomorrow of Beijing. Not sure what time. Probably around this time tomorrow. So be prepared for that one. But Sinner gets a win.